Damn, Steven. Steven said first. There's a delay, but I hit live right after you said first. Turn that on to help people. Let's turn that off, that off, that off, and that off. Let's get some lines here on SPY. So I like that gap, just for future reference. Let's get these toe touches here. Got 1, 2, 3. And let's mark the top. So we got 1, 2, 3. Those are probably our levels, actually. I think those are going to be our levels on SPY. Right out the gate, we already got them. It's not normally that easy. But for some intraday levels, I like that. Let's go through beyond. Ooh, I like the tight pre-market. But I think I'm going to mark a more passive break below. I like where this one lines up with yesterday's intraday, so I wanted to make sure this one aligned as well. And currently price is right there anyway, so that would be kind of pointless to put that there. You know, you want to put it under price so it has a little comfort. So you know you're not entering too early. Beyond has a very big thing with going down one way or going up one way and then going the opposite way right after for the rest of the day. Didn't do that yesterday, but it always has a lot of problems with going one direction right at open. Beyond's a wild one. $126 below 120. And then I want to add this extra note on there. We are now back inside of the daily time frame gap range. What I mean by that is this. These two lines here. Let me color them. We're now back inside that gap range from the daily time frame, which this has been a very impressive gap range. It didn't once push up above it. Another gap here from the gap range. Good hit. And this is just the probably most important lines you'll see on Beyond is those two. First time we ever broke above the gap. So we're starting to make history here. In my personal opinion, I think we're due to come back down to test this one more time before taking it for good and then pushing back up and maybe even pushing back up above this line and staying above 130 for a while. But I think that sign right there is bullish for overall on Beyond for the long-term growth. I think that overall technical-wise, that's bullish just because we've never once pushed above. And it pushed above for a couple days. Now, it did have some hardcore divergence, but I don't know. This would have been a very good divergence play based just off of that. I mean, I don't think we would have been able to call it that it was going to gap down yesterday, but still a good, cool little thing to note. And it kind of spiked the volume a little bit. We'll see. We'll need to see more of a spike in volume. You want to see it go above this little average line here. It's the curve bar, but I like to think of it as like a barrier that needs to be broken for true volume to, you know, push up a lot. Make this line go up more. Because it pushes up every time, you know, you get a lot of volume. It'll have a slight angle push up. Let's go to another one. I just want to look at MCD. I haven't looked at it in a while. Damn, she's almost at 200 again. That's crazy. Let's do Tesla. Now everyone's like, Tesla's been in this really tight gap range, I can't play it. Yeah, but you've been able to play the pre-market levels that we teach every day. Look at this. It might have returned back and, you know, made it look like it did nothing, but what you mean? 80% confident entry happened right there at 9:15. That was big signal to get in. Paper out probably would have got in about right here. But yeah. So I'm gonna go with the same things on for today. We'll mark the true pre-market high and the true pre-market low. The other lines I always tell people to go note. Let's just do it for this one, just for video's sake. Bottom, you went the low of the previous day, the high of the previous day, open, let's just say it's right there. So that actually kind of lines up with our today's break above. So definitely watch. See, now that that signifies, you know, watch this level now. 820 should be your target if you go above 816s, which is a very small target for Tesla. But you just, now you know that information. You know that there's a small range of consolidation possibly ahead of you right now. Previous day close, which that matches up over here as well with the 820s. That's pretty much the high. The true high was up here, so now you know you have more room to the 827s as well, you know, because you're wick from previous day high. But in just those few lines, you now have all that information. You have a squeeze to play from. You have a small area of consolidation, so you should enter light maybe if it goes here. If it breaks through, you can enter more. And then you have a target already. Breaks below, you have a very far target, but you can easily go back over here and mark this. Because I feel like that'd be the most significant range. This would be the most significant range just because you have your catch support, break, break, break. Yeah, that'd probably be the most significant range under the break below. And this is just an area of, man, I really need to watch to see if it's going to stop here. Not really get scared of this zone type thing. Alright, I'm going to delete all that. And I'm going to true pre-market high, true pre-market low. But that's just a good little small lesson. Now you know you can mark lines from previous day, because this is all scalping and day trading. You know, we're not sitting here trying to catch a $50 move. I'm just trying to catch a good couple dollar move so I can get my option price up. That's all. What was that line again? 798. I'm going to mark the 785 just because it is down there and it is Tesla. Tesla could easily do that. Just give it a good little far one. Just another way that you can mark the list now. Does pre-market start at 12:01 a.m. today? What? No, pre-market's already open. Pre-market's happening right now. go check out Old Bay. Now, since it's pre-market low, I'm going to go a little lower. Let's look at yesterday. I like that level for obvious reasons. A lot of information there. Support. And then I had to catch support again right there before moving up. So I really like that as a break below. And it's near current price. And then I think I'm going to go with a more aggressive pre-market high. I'm going to go with that one. I like that I had support, resistance, and then it fell. So I'm going to go with that range. Below 330. Bam. Easy. AMD. And then we'll go to BAC, square. Do a couple small ones. Pre-market lows here. I'm going to go a little lower. I like that. We had the flag here happen before it fell, which is actually a bearish rectangle. And then we had support catch before it moved back up to go and try and reverse for us today. Now, high. Pre-market high is here, but I think just like Nvidia, I'm going to want to go with a more aggressive break above. I don't want all the gas to give out before it even gets to the line. I want this to be a playable move. And I do like that. I do like this spot the most just because it's lining up with a bunch of other spots. I like this. I like all this. I like that it was a support / resistance in multiple positions. So I think I'm going with that 52.35 and then that 51 below. Because you always want to choose, that gets me thinking. You always want to choose levels that are near current price. Because you don't want the stock to go, you know, $10 and then your line's right here. You know, because then it has a lower chance of going down further. Because most of its juice is already given out. So you want to start choosing more aggressive levels. Therefore, you can enter here. And then you can catch this move. And you could set that as a target, you know. So sometimes you want to set more aggressive levels. It's just what I prefer to do. Gives you a higher probability, I guess you could say, of actually winning a trade. BAC. Looking very bullish. Let's back that ass up. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Alright, hold up. So y'all see what I'm seeing? It filled that gap. And there's another tiny gap right here. Damn, BAC might slow down today. We'll just mark a couple more. Yeah, I like that one. Let's go to the 15 minute. I don't really need to see the 5 minute on this one. Ooh. So here at 25.91. Man, I really will just set that then. That's my break below. And then I think I'll leave that as my break above, which I hate that it's so close. We'll do that 20. I might add 4 cents to that to give it that psychological whole number at 26.55. Your levels, do they start at 12:01 a.m. today? They're happening right now. That's what you're watching. Confused. I'm only going so exact because it is BAC. It ain't gonna move, you know, $6 in a day. It's gonna move like 60 cents. Sometimes just $1, sometimes a little more. Nothing super crazy though. All right. Square. Let's clear that. All right, so just off the bat, I instantly like this line just because support. Had a big move down, came back up, hit that 80% confident range, came back down farther. Resistance is where the bigger move was made from. It's close enough to the current price to be considered a insane break below. I might raise it a little bit. Yeah. 79.25. That sounds alright. Break above though. I do like this spot, but there's a lot of problems here because there's a lot of resistance ahead. So just off the bat, there's that gap here. There's a gap here. There's a lot of consolidation here. A lot of consolidation here. So if it does break above 80.83, it seems like a lot of its gas is given out by then. Towards 82. So it's not really a huge, amazing range. Now on square, that's an amazing move for options, but I'm just trying to find more of a comfort zone, I guess. Let's go right here for this reason. Support. I think I'm just going to mark these two as my break levels, and I'm going to set extra levels as targets for this one. Just like you saw me do on, I think Tesla it was. Alright, so let's... above 80.85. Resistance is 82 and 83. Let's just say 83.10. Below. $77.65. Then of course 77. Give that extra psychological one. If you guys want to know how to play the levels, you can go to the playlist that we have on the channel. I'm not just going to sit here and go through that, but Darren Moffat, I'm very confused on what you're asking, man. Your pre-market reference level, do you look between now and 12:01 a.m.? I look at them all day, if I can. I use them until they're not good anymore. If the stock's $10 under my level, I'm not going to be able to use my level anymore. If it drops $5 into my level, I can use it later in the day if it somehow recovers. But I use them as long as I can. If it stays between this range, then I'll use them all day. Sometimes you gotta adjust though. You know, if you see one line not really being used, you know, you can move one up if you see like the stock sitting support all day at one spot above this line. Then you could just raise that, and then you know you have a small range. Like if it was just to sit on this line all day, I would definitely mark that because that's something to mark. Then you know you have a small tiny range between it of just void. That's why you have nothing but just candles right here. There's no actual price action there. There's just straight volume, straight movement. True, I'm on the 15-minute, but still. Just saying, like, so if price sat here all day, you would have to mark that line. And, of course, right above it, too. Like, if it literally just stayed in between here all day, I would definitely mark that. Because it's some extra information you want to note. Oh, I only go back like a few different time frames. I don't go back that far. Now, I mean, if it, now, here's an example. I can't even think of a ticker at the moment. Let's just say it's this one. Let's slide this over. So let's say price is way up here, and I don't have any of this information. Let's just do this. Let's say price is way up here, and I have no information on the left, and I'm on like the 30 minute. Let's say I'm on the 30 minute. I'm on a pretty big time frame, and there's nothing pretty big for intraday. That's a big time frame. Say I'm at like a high or a low, then I'm gonna need to back that up to like the 4 hour or the 1 hour. I'm gonna need to go through other time frames to find more price action, price history, to more information to note. So I know I'm not just firing blind, but I need to try and finish the list a little more. There's a ton of videos to go over on my channel about this, so I need to finish this though. I want to do BA 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's do BA. I just realized it wasn't on there. I like me some BA. See, like right here. This is a good example. See, I'm on the hourly. I needed to back up so I could see this. There's also a gap there. I like that. Let's mark the low. Let's mark the double bottom low almost. It's not a true double bottom, but it's close. And I like that it has this little trend going here. Has kind of a slight slope to it. This one's definitely squeezing. So I saw that squeeze in the hour. 5 minute. I'm gonna mark pre-market high, and I kind of like the low actually. I like this little range BA's in. Can I back this up though and see? Let's mark some other peaks that are above price. So I like that one. That's the next one above current price. At 164. So that's probably my target if it breaks above. Breaks below, I'm going to mark this because it has nothing holding it right here. There's no price action holding that there. So I think BA is in a pretty cool little range today. I might play BA. Might do Netflix next and then post the list in each chat. Next, here I'll do this. Next hilltop. 164.75. Below. Alright, last one, then I'm going to post them in each chat. One hour. Just marking very well known lines. Let's go into more. I like the range that Netflix is in. It's actually very playable. Right now it was staircasing down. It kind of turned a little there. You know, all these pullbacks weren't so crazy. This one actually made the day positive. So we're going to mark that. We're going to mark that. I might mark a tiny range under that too. Yeah. Pretty much just going to say under that 409, I think. I know that's kind of a fall drop, but if it does hit that, I'm pretty confident in a fat drop down to, you know, lower 390s. If it makes a lower low from here, that's where I think it will go, is the 392 mark. And you saw me mark that on the bigger time frame. If it is to break above this, I believe it will need to keep trying to reverse trend and head towards the top of this range. So there's a good $7-8 above it if it hits that. You can even set more aggressive levels if you want. You could set 416 and 413 if you wanted, like for real. Just be very wary. And just because I set a target of 427, that doesn't mean hold it till 427. You know, if you're up, if you're up a good percentage, just take your profits. It's not your money until you sell. Just because you're up doesn't mean it's yours. You gotta be able to sell. I'm gonna be passive and say that 410 mark. Alright, I'm going to leave this list up, and I'm going to post this in chats real quick. Yeah, I'll check out Disney right after I post this. But yeah, if anyone in here is interested in learning how to do any of this, go check out all my other videos. I'm not going to teach you at the cusp of market open. If you want to go learn, go learn. I'm not going to sit here and hold your hand. There's plenty of videos on my channel that are available. Damn, I spelled inverted horribly. Copy. Send. Bet. Bet, 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 bet. Not a crazy amount of notes, but that's alright. A lot of the notes are more in the video than in my notes. Disney. I personally have not been, especially as of lately, not been trading in the first 5 to 10 minutes. Because I trade on the 5 minutes, so I'm kind of just waiting for like 2 to 3 candles to at least be available to me. So I just kind of sit here for a little bit at every market open. Now you are going to miss some crazy movements, but I'm not trying to catch crazy movements. I'm trying to catch calculated, range movements. I don't really care about the $10 move. I care about like a $2, $3 move. That'd be cool, Just aiming for a good percentage every trade. I'm looking for a good trade, not a trade that's going to make me rich in one trade, Because in the end, you really only get the reward of what you risk. I'm not going to make $1 million from $100. It's just not going to happen. Unless I go get a lotto ticket and get lucky. My bad, Nova Saint. I was getting lost in track of thought. I had levels at 120, 180, and 120.60. Damn, there's so many good lines here. That would be my break below. You said 120.60. That's fairly close to what I put. All I added was these, this is the top of the gap range from extended hours. And then there's another support here from that day. And then you got the support here from today's pre-market. Is the only difference between my level and your level. I'm not saying yours is wrong. I'm not saying mine's right. I'm just saying that's the reason I put mine there. And then you said I had a level at 121.80. Let's see why you put that. You put 120.80. Okay, so you did pre-market high. I like that you did that. That's a good line. This is also another notable line, though. A little bit more. 122.40s. I think there's a lot more information of consolidation here than anything. So I'd maybe put my line at 122.40. You know, add 60 cents to that one and about 30 to that one. I don't think these are that, the lines you chose were bad, though. I think those are really good lines. That's the 15 minute, but, I mean, it doesn't matter. But yeah, those are good lines. I have a break above at 122.50, 122.70. I'm not going to argue with your levels, David. Your levels are pretty fucking insane. SPY still in between our range. SPY might be a really nice play today. I really do like these levels because it's not a huge range. It's like a $2 range. $2.20 range. That's solid. Jam some music and trade today, boys. That's pretty much the vibe. What all do y'all think is gonna happen today? Red or green or gray? Red, green, or gray? Gray is in we literally just go right for SPY. Let's just say SPY, not the whole market. Let's just say SPY. What's y'all's opinion on SPY? And by the way, guys, if you got a lot of you see a lot of S&P stocks going up and then a lot of other ones going down, you probably shouldn't be going to trade SPY. And if you are, you're only intended to be to catch the slight squeeze that is because the stocks that move the market themselves are pulling it like that. If Amazon's going up and Facebook's going down, SPY's probably sitting sideways. Just look at it like that. You know, sometimes it's good to go run down those. And I posted all about the S&P, the NASDAQ, all the other ones. I posted a lot of indexes on my Instagram, as well as my nerd notes that I share with the premium guys. Yeah, I think we're red today, but I'm not trying to call the future, though. But my opinion would think that we're red today. David says red, give me blood. Oh, I mean, it really depends on what I click, man. I'm not gonna lie. It's not really like I have a set system, but I do like to get information. So, like, if I don't like this one and I'm on the 15 minute, we can go to the 30 minute, and then I'm like, okay, I got a little more to work with because it gives you a little more time. You know, the preset gives me a little more time, but the 30 minute gives you some very strong candles. Yesterday, I think I was watching Beyond on my phone on the 30 minute. My internet was fucked. But I was watching all this on the 30 minute yesterday. I saw this candle happen, and I was like, holy crap. And then I saw this happen. And then I think I shorted this yesterday. But we'll see. We'll see how the rest of how today goes. I really like that it fell, went up, and did nothing pretty much all the way until now. So I do like that we have a nice little range on it with a good top side you know, kind of gap-like resistance there. So you have a good range here. And we're back in the that happens to also be the daily time frame. So look at the this is the daily time frame gap, top of the gap range that you guys saw me draw at the beginning on Beyond. And this is the candle that came from it on the 30 minutes. So that's a very big indicator that this line is still very, very, very crucial. It didn't make, you know, a tiny movement here and jump rope it then fall, you know. It hit it and it said I'm going. Even on the 15 minute. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yep. I trade on the 5 minute and 10 minute, 15 minute. Sometimes I'll go watch on the 30 minute. I never trade on the 1 minute. You'll never see me click this unless it's to go like into deeper detail on a candle or just some sort of pattern I see, which is kind of cool because it just, you know, opens it up more. Really shows you what exactly happened. The 5 minute gives you less choppiness. It'll make you a more confident trader trading on just the 5 minute, I promise you. I like that line. So I'm going to go watch Spy. I'm just going to turn Spy on, and I'm going to leave the list up for anyone in here who just wants to refer back to this and mark it off there. Mark it on there, whatever. Leave it like that. Oh yeah, if you're still here, make sure to drop a like on the stream. I didn't really say that today, but would greatly appreciate it. But it doesn't really matter anyway, though, because at the end of all these, I make them unlisted from now on, because I just want them to be for the people of the chats. Because these might just mainly cover, you know, how to make the lines and stuff, but every single stream is different just because it has so much different information in it. You know, sometimes you guys ask me really good questions, and sometimes I don't get asked a lot of questions, so some of them are more boring than others, but some of them have a lot of really good tips in them. Like, they're just me rambling and then helping you guys out, or you guys giving me good feedback and then us talking about it. There's a lot of good information in here. Do I watch the 1 minute chart during the day? No, I don't watch the 1 minute chart at all. That's crazy. I do like the 3 minute. I know a lot of guys that use the 3 minute. That seems to be a good one. I don't personally use it, but I've heard it's very good. But yeah, the 1 minute is just insane. Yeah, don't. I almost promise you your trading will get better if you stop trading on the 1 minute. Mine definitely got better. A lot of my friends definitely got better. A lot of people in chat that I've preached it to have definitely got better at trading because they aren't using the 1 minute. It's just too choppy. And just like in all my other videos, my guys use that 40%, 80% thing in their head where it's like, if it hits this, it's 40% confident entry. If it does this, it's an 80% confident entry. You know, giving you different little probabilities and strengths and weaknesses in your head for when it comes to watching the price and how it reacts to the levels you set. Make sure to click link in the bio of my YouTube. Any of the links there. Those are my social medias as well as my personal Discord group. It's been a year and 2 months now since we've been a group. Time freaking flies. I'm like trying to think back a year. That's crazy. A year and 2 months. Imagine where we'll be in a year from now. Any growth is good growth. I'm just going to use the middle VWAP line today. And then my true volume that's in chat. Yeah, good luck, everyone. I'm going to leave this up for another minute or two. And then as soon as market opens, I'll just end the stream. Good luck to everyone, though. Thank you guys for checking out the stream. Please go check out the rest of my videos. There is so much good information on this channel. I did try to clean up the channel a little bit the other day, but I have a bunch of playlists that I linked in both chats. Just to give everyone a good preview of whatever, where is everything. So if you just want to watch this type of video, you can. If you just want to watch that type of video, you can. I have a playlist of all the other random videos that are helpful, all in one. How to play double confirmation, that kind of stuff. And there's definitely a lot more videos to come. We're trying to do a lot of behind the scenes stuff right now, but there's definitely a lot more coming out. It's gonna definitely be crazy when we release everything.